Hello everyone, how's it going? It's Sammy, and today I wanted to do a recap kind of video. I have not gotten a lot of reading done in the last 2 months, so I thought instead of doing just a really short wrap-up video talking about 1 or 2 books, I wanted to try maybe talking about a couple different things that I've consumed, enjoyed, across life. So I will start the video talking about books read in the last month or so. So if you're just coming to hear about books, then you can kind of listen to that bit and then go. That's totally fine. Just wanted to give it a go. So we will see what happens. I'm feeling very fancy. I had my hair done for the first time in like a year yesterday. Almost a year, maybe like 3/4 of a year. And it's feeling very healthy, and I don't really wear it down around the baby because she does like to grab onto it, so thought I'd just do it for the video. If you can hear beeping in the background, the baby's meant to be asleep. She's sort of asleep at the moment. Hopefully you won't hear it throughout the video because that means she's still asleep and everyone is happy, including mum, but she doesn't like just to sleep during the day, so who knows how this is going to go. Yes, I haven't done a video for a while. I actually did film a middle grade book recommendations video. I just haven't had the chance to edit it yet. I really like middle grade books, but I also work in a school children's library, which I adore so much. But so I've read some really good middle grade books that I would love to chat about. But I just haven't had a chance to edit the video because I decided to do to continue my uni study. I'm just testing it out. I can see this year, depending on Alex and all things baby related, this could potentially be a great opportunity for me to finally finish my degree. Or a degree, that's a whole shambles of a story. So I am doing some uni work at the moment, but I did struggle initially with trying to work out when to do the workload. So I've kind of just been focusing mainly the last month on that, and that's impacted my reading and everything else in between. But I feel like I'm actually so proud. I feel like I'm in a really good space with that, but I might talk a little bit more about uni later on in this recap. So yes, probably the main thing that you've come to hear about is some of the books that I have been reading and loving recently. So I think my only wrap-up video I did was for January. So in February, I ended up only reading 1 book, and it was Crescent City, and I think because, the third Crescent City, House of Flame and Shadow. I think because I fully binged this book, I then just could not bring myself to pick up another book in that interim period, and just spent a lot of time scrolling on Instagram and watching YouTube, to be honest. So yeah, I read that. I really enjoyed it. I know some people loved it, some people really didn't love it. I really enjoyed it. It's not my favourite series of Sarah J. Maas's, but it was bingeable. It did the job. Yeah, I liked it. It was fine. I think I ended up giving it maybe a 4. I don't think I gave it a 3. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5. So finished that, had a break. Then I dipped my toe into the world of Magnolia Parks. Now, I feel like I'm a broken record and I'm so boring. If you have watched any of my videos before, I'm not typically a contemporary romance reader. I pretty much just read romantasy. And I have been contemplating entering the world of contemporary romance and also maybe some classics, maybe literary fiction. I don't know, that's a push. And this is not being cruel to myself, but I just don't feel smart enough to enjoy literary fiction. I'm not reading to read beautiful writing. I can completely appreciate for some that is what they're reading for. it just is wasted on me. So I don't know, but there's a YouTube channel that I've been watching, which I'll talk about later, that kind of makes me think that maybe I should like also dip a toe into the literary fiction world. There's some amazing Australian literary fiction that we could kind of mess with, but anyway, I decided to try Magnolia Parks. This book was so chaotic. I love it so much. I really genuinely loved it. No one is more shocked than I am, truly. I did give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Yep, I don't know what to tell you. I am so surprised. Everyone's right. It's that Made in Chelsea, Gossip Girl kind of vibe. I don't care for the main couple. I think the female main character can do so much better. I find him so much more problematic than her, and I can completely understand. She is human. She has flaws. But I just don't know really what she sees in him. And yeah, I so far don't understand how people root for them as a couple. I think I'm kind of missing something there. I think, I can't remember names. I've read something else I'm reading something else in between this, so now I've forgotten everything apparently that I read about Magnolia Parks. But I think it's Julian. Is Julian the big like mafia, not mafia, but like a gang guy? See the head of the gang who's like in it for 2 seconds? Loved the couple of paragraphs about him. I'm rooting for them so hard. I want them to be together. Don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if that's weird. Is it Julian? Christian was the other one. I really like Christian as well. I think it was Julian. I'm pretty sure it's Julian. Anyway, I digress. I'm kind of keen to see more. Sorry, my hair's just falling out postpartum. Yay. I'm keen to see where that, if possible, could go. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was going to continue Daisy Hates straight away, but then I started my next read because I had reserved this through the library on Libby and completely forgot about it. And then it came up that it was available, and I was just like, well, I need to try and read this in the 2 weeks that I have been given by the library gods, because there's like a bazillion people waiting to continue the series. So I was just like, okay, let's just focus on this. I started it and I think I got less than 10% of the way through in the 2 weeks that I had. So it is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Yes, another hyped, I'm very basic. It's another hyped book that everyone is talking about at the moment. I'm really enjoying it. I ended up having to buy it on my Kobo because I couldn't renew it. It's okay, she's still asleep. She just moved an arm. Nope, she's moving her whole body now. Our legs are in the air. Okay, we'll see how we go. I could film part of this video in a completely different outfit because it could be a completely different day. Anywho, yeah, I started Powerless. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, it's nice. I think I don't think I'm 40% through, but I think I'm like edging. I'm getting close to 40% of the way through. And especially now I'm up to date with assignments. Like once I film this video, if she's still sleeping, which pray for me, I'll be like deep diving straight into that next. I am not sure how I feel about the building of this relationship. I think because I'm normally into like a lot more angst between the two main characters initially, whereas this is just more like playful banter, which I think I just need to remember. It's just playful banter, take it for what it is, rather than continuing to think this is like enemy angst situation. But yeah, I think the like Hunger Games kind of thing is literally just starting now. So I'm so intrigued as to where this is going to kind of take off. Do I need to explain it? I feel like I'm the last person to read this book. It's essentially about this magical world where there's people with magic, people without magic, and the people without magic, I can't remember the semantics, but I think it is believed that they carry the plague or have something to do with the plague that kind of wiped out part of the population in historic years. So there's like a decree on this place that train of thought, come back, that if you don't have magic, then you're just killed. And so our main male character, the prince, is like the enforcer of this, and he gets sent to kill like the ordinaries. And obviously our female main character is an ordinary. She has no powers and she's just trying to slip through going unnoticed, but then she gets thrown into these games, which I'm assuming is going to highlight the fact to everyone watching that she has no powers. And that's going to be so interesting. Yeah, I'm really excited for this whole game situation. So yes, I have just started his chapters in the game. I haven't started her chapters in the game, so we'll see how that goes. And then yesterday I was like, I again have been watching another YouTube channel, which I will talk about soon, where she listens to a lot of audiobooks. And I was like, I haven't been listening to audiobooks because I don't drive anywhere. Like that was my whole drive to work thing, walk the dog thing. But because I'm so like with baby, I haven't been listening to any audiobooks. And then I was doing my makeup yesterday and I was like, no, I feel like listening to an audiobook. What can I get now through Libby or through BorrowBox that is available and I don't have to wait and this moment has passed? So I decided to start listening to the second Atlas book, Atlas Paradox. I listened to the audiobook of the Atlas 6 last year and I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it a 4 stars. It's really good. It's just really smart. And there's like lots of physics and time stuff involved. Bit smart for me. But I loved the vibe and the mystery that's kind of laced through it. It's really interesting. So I thought, I'm going to start listening to this. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know when I'm going to find time to actually listen to this. See, during feeds, generally I'll put something on the TV, a YouTube channel mostly. The dishwasher is on as well, if you can hear that. Apologies. It's like, what is that noise? So yeah, I don't know. I'm not like completely attached to listening to that over reading Powerless, but we'll kind of just see how it goes. I can obviously listen a lot quicker, but having the time to actually listen is a whole nother story. So yes, that's the whole reading situation so far. I realize when I edit videos that I think when I listen to myself talk like right now, I think I talk really fast. I'm just like, okay, you need to slow down. When I was watching myself talk when editing those other videos that I made, I'm the slowest talker in this whole world. Like I said to my husband, I was like, how do you have a conversation with me? I am so bored and irritated. Like I had to speed myself up in the videos that you've watched. I'm pretty sure all of them is like 110%, 115%. I'm so slow. It's so irritating. So I'm trying really hard to not talk so slow anymore. Anyway, okay. That's all for books. Well, kind of, if I talk to you about the YouTube thing now, that's mostly book related people. So I found some new booktube channels, which I'm obsessed with. The first one that I found, binged all her videos. I'm kind of off. I'm one of those people who, with podcasts or TV shows or YouTube channels, like I will binge a particular person and go through all their recent videos, all their old videos, and then that'll be enough for me and I'll need to move on to someone else. I kind of don't like have different, like I won't watch one of one person, one of another person. I won't have that in my queue. Like I like being with one person, getting intimately deep with their content. So around the start of this month, I was binging. If I do it chronologically, this is not a booktube channel. I was binging Margaret Matheny's channel, and she does like minimalism videos, and I was kind of watching this because I had no sense of style or dress sense prior to having a baby, and that has just been completely it's a hopeless situation now, really. That's a whole nother thing. So yeah, I was watching her videos because she does like a lot of minimalist like wardrobe videos and stuff, so I was kind of watching those for inspiration. And so literally when I'm in the mood for someone's channel and I binge their stuff, if I'm not in the mood to move on to someone else, I will just keep re-binging the same video. So I think I watched like her wardrobe clear out videos on rotation 3 or 4 times. In saying that, a lot of the time they're just on in the background. It's not me like sitting. Part of it is me just sitting and consuming it, but most of the time they're on in the background just quietly for a bit of noise, and sometimes mum needs a little break. So yes, started the month with her. Then I moved on. I don't know how I found her channel. So pleased I did. Her Instagram, and she's really big on TikTok, is big book lady, and she reads like a lot of literary fiction, maybe more like queer fiction and stuff as well. Her YouTube is Lauren Louise? Yeah, Lauren Louise. First of all, I'll link it. Her hair is so fabulous. Like when I went to the hairdresser, I was convinced for weeks that I was going to get a fringe. Like I had this appointment booked for like 2 months. For half of the time waiting for this booking, because I was watching Lauren Louise, I was like, I'm gonna get a fringe. Her hair is so fabulous. Then I realized that my hair is nothing like her hair, and it probably just wouldn't work. Although I could go for a Taylor Swift vibe, but also I just always want my hair out of my face, especially at the moment with a baby. So anyway, I digress. See, when I hear myself talk, I'm talking really fast. I don't know. We'll see how this translates when I'm editing. Yeah, and so she does a lot of, they're kind of like day in the life videos, but heavy on the book content as well. So I think she's studying too, and I found that really motivational when I was trying to study. And oh, dishwasher's done. Nice. Yeah, I just really liked it. They're just so cozy, and I feel like I really like, she just moved homes, and I really like her home style vibe. It's just cozy. I don't know. I just like a cozy kind of video situation. So yes, I binged all hers, and I literally went through all her videos several times as well. Not just like a certain style of video. Like I was watching her vlogs probably 4 times in a row. And then my latest obsession, and she has so many videos, so I'm so excited, is Kat Karras. And I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. I feel like with my Australian accent, it just kind of brutalizes everything. But oh my gosh, I don't know how I found her channel. I truly don't. But it's magical. Yeah, I really don't know how I found it. Because I find on YouTube it's really hard to kind of find new content, like booktube content. Like I always feel like I'm just... Oh, I also was watching Eva Maloche, and I think because she did journaling videos, that got me to Kat Karras. I think that's how we got there somehow. I really like Eva Maloche's video. She's really like young and cool, but she seems really lovely, and she got me onto like the whole journaling thing. She kind of inspired the idea for this video situation. Anyway, yeah, Kat Karras' videos is kind of similar to Big Book Lady in the sense that she does like cozy, there's so many noises happening, cozy vlogs, but heavy on the book reading content. She lives in New York. She's from Belize, and I just love having, oh, and she's got the cutest dog, Rocky. He has like a heart condition that she talks about, and I hope he's okay actually. Yeah, I need to maybe watch some of her newer ones to see how Rocky's heart condition is. But yeah, it's such a cool show, and she's got just like such a cool vibe. Like she's got the kind of this like witchy, Halloweeny permanent vibe. All the fonts and stuff she uses in her videos, I just really appreciate it. She's just got a real clear vibe. And I always wished that I had a real clear vibe. I just feel like I'm one of those people who's just like, just a random mix of so many things. Like I have no clear style or anything. I don't know. This could be, I need to talk to my psychologist about this, to be honest. Oi. The dog's gonna bark. Can we progress? Can we progress? Like, we've got the baby quiet, so that's fabulous, but now the dog wants... No, I think we're okay. So yeah, love her videos, would really recommend. They're so good. They're my like fixation at the moment. That's probably all the book related content. Now we deep dive into some other things. TV, Adam and I have been watching a little bit of TV lately. We kind of like go through phases with our shows. So we'll kind of either like have a YouTube channel that we'll binge together and that's like our thing, or we'll have like a gamer channel on Twitch that we will binge together. Right now we're doing TV shows, which is kind of new for us. We're not like huge TV show people like we have in the past, but anyway, I digress. So for March, maybe a bit of Feb, it was Succession. Now, I'm not like, I feel like my favorite genre of consumption is Disney. Succession is wildly out of any interest or comfort zone that I have, wildly. And even when we watched the first season, when it came to the end, I said to Adam that I am actually not sure whether I like this show, but I can't stop consuming it. And I don't think that feeling really changes the whole way through. It's the weirdest show, but it's so good at the same time. And the ending made me so angry, but it was also kind of genius. Yeah, like there are no redeemable characters. But then I kind of have soft spots for them. I probably have a soft spot for the worst of them. Yeah. If you don't know, I think it's like very loosely based on Rupert Murdoch's life. And it's essentially about this media mogul with this big fancy media company. And it's kind of following who will succeed him. He's getting old, who will succeed him when he either passes away, retires, so on and so forth. And yeah, it's just pretty chaotic, pretty brutal. But I'd really recommend it. It's so weird. I don't know. Once we finish that, we are currently in the realms of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, because once you finish Succession, you need a palate cleanser. And I've watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine before and I've liked it, but watching it again this time, I really love it. I really find Amy Santiago incredibly relatable, and I adore her, and I adore Captain Holt. I love all of them, maybe except for Boyle. He kind of irritates me a bit. Nicolaj. No, Nicolaj. So yeah, that's what we're loving at the moment. I don't know what we're going to do next, to be honest. We have a few different options. None of them are coming to mind. Beauty products, I barely have been wearing any makeup. Like, it's a miracle if I do skincare at the moment. I was pretty vigilant with skincare like in the past, but it's not hugely a priority. Like, I've been using hair oils and stuff because postpartum hair loss is punishing me, but it's only temporary. which is what I keep reminding myself. But like, I don't know if they're actually working or if it's just like a comfort thing. But my scalp gets really oily anyway, so then just having this on, and then I have to do like the whole slicked back bun all the time, and I have a humongous head, like it's a literal watermelon. This was a terrifying part of childbirth because I was like, please don't let her have my head. So yeah, just having a slick back bun accentuates that. Anyway, boring. Clothes. As I touched upon before, I have no sense of style. I feel like I could put an outfit together well, but because of like, I'm a bigger person, that's fine, that's me. Body's changed since having a baby, still trying to like get my head around that. But even before that, I feel like clothes just sit real funny on me. Obviously, like, yeah, they just sit weird. And so I'll have a cute outfit in mind and I'll put it on, and it's a cute outfit, but it sits like, it looks weird. That makes no sense. But yeah, I just don't know how to dress for my body. And that's been emphasized now. But then I think in the last 2 days, I've started kind of working out the vibe I like. Because I always have like been a little bit grungy, not like hugely grungy, but like I love a Doc Marten with a pretty dress. Do you know what I mean? And so I was on Pinterest just like looking, and then I think I worked it out. I think I kind of like a witchy kind of vibe, which for summer in Australia is just like the opposite of everyone else. But I think that might potentially be my vibe. So I don't know. I'm gonna, like, journaling's my new thing. Maybe I'll journal on it. Who knows? But yeah, so I'm really become interested in Pinterest. I've talked so much already, and I'm actually really concerned because I still don't know how to use this camera. And I know when I first started using it, I was putting stuff into slow motion. I accidentally pressed a button. I'm really concerned this is in slow motion, and I've been recording already for almost half an hour. Okay, we've got more stuff to talk about. Anyway, so my favorite item of clothing is actually this skirt, which I'm gonna put a photo in, but I just thought I would. It's like, I don't know if it's silk, but it's like that silk effect with sort of like, it's a loose leopard spot print thing. And I really like this because it can be for summer or for winter. This is what I need to like do better, is get stuff in summer that will go to winter, like with tights and stuff. I think I'm a skirt person. Like, I like, this is just me really brain dumping this situation. I think what I have determined, you know when you have an epiphany about something that's really been puzzling you? This is me with my style. I think I've determined that patterns up here just don't suit me for whatever reason. I think it's just too much. And because I like to, like, if I'm gonna wear makeup, I'll do like a bright lip or something. So I don't need bright and bright. That's just like too much for me. So I think I've worked that out. So I think I'm a fun skirt gal, which I can do summer with, but then I can chuck some tights and my docs on and it translates to winter. I think we're really on to something here. I'll keep you posted. Did I say where I got this skirt from? It's from You and All. I'll put a proper picture somewhere. So then, because this came and I loved it, I decided to get another skirt from You and All, which I didn't realize, but I had points. So this skirt was like $8, but then I had to pay $10 for shipping. So it was $18, but it originally was like $50. So winning at life, I could have gotten more items to get free shipping, but I'm on maternity pay, so that's stupid. Sorry, I shouldn't be flinging this pen around. Anyway, that's where I'm at with my style. I think I've worked out that my sense of style is like a witchy vibe, because that's like pretty and grungy, and I think that's me. Like, not me, I'm not saying I'm pretty and grungy, but like, I think that's my style. So we're gonna dissect this in the future and see where this takes us, and I'll keep you posted. Okay, let's move on. Let's get through this. Next thing I want to talk about was stationery, because it is one of my greatest joys in life, and I actually have them here. I'm so well prepared. So because I'm like attempting to try this journaling thing, to just not be so in my head, but also just to like be grateful for things and have reminders of things. My brain is changing, and when I say changing, it's becoming worse. My memory, not my brain. Blah. I feel like this is just proof that the brain is changing. So yeah, I need to write things down, and I love being organized on my phone. Like, my calendar is my life, but at the same time, I have a physical calendar. There's just something I really enjoy about writing it down. And I know that's not very minimal or like anything like that, but I don't know, there's something about it. I just really like it. And I like around Alex not being on a device all the time. Because yeah, I really need to be mindful and model not being on a device all the time. So yeah, I'm trying to journal, I'm trying to use a real calendar, blah, blah, blah. Stationery. These Stabilo highlighters. So these ones, the reason I got these, so I had the zebra midliners and I love those things, but I just wanted really, really pale highlighters, because the black pen that I mainly use that is smudge proof or smudge resistant, shall we say, with highlighters is really one, like, it's grey kind of, like it's so faint. And yeah, I just was like, why are no highlighters pale enough for this? And also, if I want to eventually one day maybe highlight my books and annotate them, I don't want a really dark highlighter. And for some reason, just all the highlighters I had, no matter if they were pastel or pale, they just weren't pale enough. And so these ones are really pale. I don't know. So it's the Stabilo Swing Cool. They does not have the colors on them, but like they're just the super pale ones. If I can work it out, I will write it in the description box. But if you want some really pale highlighters, these are it. I really like them. I love stationery. I could talk about stationery for ages. When I like started my journaling thing, I wanted to go and buy a cute new notebook, and I had to really stop myself because I like buy a new notebook all the time and then never fill them. Are you one of those? I'm definitely one of those. So I'm using an old one. Okay, last two things. Uni. I'm studying again. I have been studying forever and have no degree to show for it because I'm an idiot and I kept changing my degree. But the good thing is now I have all these units that I can use as elective units. So essentially what I'm doing this year is I'm just doing a bog standard Bachelor of Arts, majoring in digital and social media. And so I'm literally using all of those units as my elective. So now I just have to do the core units. So fingers crossed, depending on how Alex is going, and I don't want it to impact being my best version of myself for her. But ideally, if I do the plan that I have, I should hopefully almost this time next year have a degree, which is exciting because then it means I can do my postgraduate. At this stage, I'm planning to do my postgraduate library studies, which I was originally doing here, but they don't have the undergraduate degree anymore. That's a long tangent. So yes, been back at uni. I'm doing 2 units at the moment. It is full on, and like I've kind of determined that uni during the day just doesn't really happen because like this is actually a novelty. Alex is sleeping. She doesn't normally really sleep during the day. Sleeps really well at night, so I cannot complain. I kind of attribute it to me being just a hoot and a half that she wants to hang out with me. I'm joking. But yeah, so studying during the day doesn't really happen, which is not great because my previous study routine would be to wake up like at 5 a.m, breakfast, get ready, do uni work straight away. Like my brain works better previously in the morning. Now that just doesn't work. So Alex goes to bed 7:30. We have dinner, watch an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and then I'm in depending like what the workload is like. For the last 2 weeks, it has been assignment time, and I will do from like 8 until her 10:30 feed. I will like solidly do assignment work, solidly with a bit of procrastination. And then like last night, I was just like, I need to get this assignment done. So after her feed at 10:30, I finished probably about 11. I then went and just finished my assignment. And I think I got to bed before 12 and then read my book. It's not sustainable every day, so that's why I need to be more organized and maybe change it to every second day of assignment work, but we'll navigate that. So yeah, my study time is like late night now, which is the complete opposite of when when my brain is in its best space, but it's just what you have to do. Anyway, sorry, that's probably boring, but that's not a quick summary, but that's a summary. So my favorite uni-related thing this month, and I wish it was something really cool like Notion or whatever, but I love Notion, but I waste too much time on it because I try and make everything really aesthetic. And then because I use EndNote for my bibliography and referencing, I love to use Cite While You Write, and that I use in Notion, in Microsoft Word, which I was having huge issues with that. That was causing me major stresses this week, but I think I've got it working properly. But yeah, so I end up just doing everything in Word anyway, so it's just a waste of time because then I'm going back and forth between Notion and blah, blah. So I'm not using Notion. So it's not Notion. It's actually Adobe Acrobat. So I'm on a Mac, and I would previously use Preview for just viewing all my PDFs and everything. But I was like, I really need to get into the habit of highlighting more on these PDFs. And Apple Preview just doesn't, because sometimes it's a photocopy or whatever, Apple Preview just doesn't always hit. It doesn't always get like actually the words. And also the thing that really tipped me over the edge was the highlighting in Apple Preview is so dark, to the point where I had to zoom right in to be able to read the words in the highlights. I was like, this is just not on. So because I'm doing an arts course, you get a membership to Adobe for free. Adobe Acrobat, you can open all your PDFs in the one window, and the highlighting was just far superior. One thing that did annoy me is with certain PDFs, you don't have continuous scroll. The real cool thing was my current assignment, Tangent, that I just did was I got to do it on an online community and like the impact of the online community. So I did it on Booktop and Bookstagram and the impact on the publishing industry. And it was just like the first assignment that didn't feel like crazy work. Maybe that's why doing the assignment after dinner was working for me. Anyway, Adobe Acrobat has been just so helpful for annotating or for highlighting PDFs. I haven't really annotated them. This was so much fun because it was just talking about all my favorite things for the month. I really want to do this. I wrote it down in my journal. I really want to do this, even if it's not a video. I really want to try and do this in my journal every month because I just think it's a nice thing to reflect back on. And I think because as well, you kind of forget some of your favorite things in life as you like find, like I do that with beauty products all the time. Like as I find new things, I kind of forget about the old moisturizer that I used to love back in the day. So having something like this is kind of nice to refer back to. And I thought maybe it'd be kind of cool at the end of the year to see if any have like stuck it out the whole way through and just have like a year recap following the same kind of format, not like an of the moment. Who knows? But yes, this was so much fun. If you like want to like go through each category and put your favorite things in the comments, that'd be so cool to chat about. Only if you feel like sharing. You don't have to, obviously. I probably doubt that anyone actually kind of stayed this far along because we just stopped the book chat like 10 minutes in, and this has gone for like another 30. But if you have, and you feel like it, please, yeah, feel free to tell me about some of your favorite things. I'd love to hear that. It's made me feel really happy, so it might help have a little dopamine boost for all of us. Who knows? But anyway, I'm going to stop talking now, and I might edit this today. I might not. Maybe, no, that might be a tomorrow thing, because I really want to play Overwatch today and read some more Powerless now that I have some time. So yes, I hope you have a lovely day, and thanks for hanging out with me. This has been lots of fun, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.